out your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party. I just woke up, it's time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. If you lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winners, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jacket Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, Championship, win them all. If you wanna parlay, download Wanna Parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, download Wanna Parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party.
And what's going on, everybody? I'm Lantz Bell. Next to me is ToneTheGoat, and this is the Wanna Parlay Podcast. The show is brought to you by Wanna Parlay, home of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. We just started another Wanna week, and the good people of Wanna have not disappointed. Lots of money and prizes already claimed over this last Monday. We've got a great show for you guys today. Hopefully, DeCouty is joining us as a special guest. This was his first time on the app over the weekend. He went ahead and won second place in the main event. That's pretty damn good. But I will say, in the past hour, he has gone AWOL on me. So it's not great. We don't love it. So I'm just going to go through a quick little accountability hour from our last episode. And we went 1 and 2. Not great. It all came down to the Sox-Jays game, and the Sox end up losing in the 11th inning. The other games was OKC without Shy against the Suns. They covered that number, and then it was the Rockets to cover 10.5 against the Clippers. The Rockets fought like hell, though, in that game. They were right there all the way till the last couple of minutes, and it ran away, and they lost by like 14 to not cover. Sad stuff. 1 and 2, not great. We're just really waiting for, tonight, these play-ins, but mostly playoffs. Play-ins, anything can happen. I watched Nicholas Batum last year just look like the greatest player of all time. So really anything can happen. All right, Tone, you want to tell us, how'd you do betting either yesterday or last episode, whatever you want?
Yeah, last episode, I really wasn't able to go off I don't know the results. I didn't check them off, but what I did have, and this was on April 9th, I had Grimes for 25.5 points. I had Poole for 17.5, Wizards for the W, Lakers for the W. Lakers for the Luka for the under 32.5, AD under 25.5, Austin over 19.5, and Max Christie over 7.5. Unfortunately, I haven't marked it off. I don't know what I went last, but that was the picks for April 9th. If you want to fact check them and hold me accountable, please do it. Look it up, and check them off.
I sure will, but I think this might be our guy. We have someone in the waiting room. I'm going to bring him on. I'm going to see what happens. Is this DeCouty? DeCouty? Can you hear us?
Oh, there we go.
There he is. Yo, what's going on? Can you hear us?
What's happening?
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is there any way you could turn your camera horizontal so we could get a good angle? Yeah, there it is. Oh, turned off. There he is. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you got it. We can see you.
Got it?
Yes, sir. So how are you doing?
What's going on, fellas? I'm good, man. How about yourself?
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. So, first question, where are you from?
I'm from Dallas.
Dallas. Okay, so you're a winner in Dallas. You're one of our Texan winners.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so tell us about your first time on the app. Was it easy to navigate and kind of understand?
It was easy. I've been playing like some other apps here, and then I seen like you guys do under/over bets. I was like, yeah, let's go for it. I'm originally from Las Vegas, so being in Texas, it's like sucks that I couldn't bet over/unders and was just doing, the regular fantasy stuff. So I was like, heck yeah, let's try it. And then I was like, oh, this is easy to use, easy to navigate. I was like, all right, let's give it a shot.
Hey.
Actually, that bet was like my second place in a bet. So
Damn, second bet and you're already getting second place. That ain't bad. That's not bad.
second bet, bro.
So how did you find the app?
Actually, I found it on Facebook. I got a notification that was sent to me. I believe phones listen to you, so me and the guys were talking about it at work, and then it just popped up one day, and it was like, all right, let me try it. And then I seen y'all make over/under bets. I was like, hey, I'm with it. So now I got all after the winnings, I got my whole group of guys at work. They're all on it today. They were like, no, that's fake. I was like, bro, I just got paid out. Like, it's legit. We're good.
Dude, let's go.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask you, are you going to tell your friends and everyone you know about that?
Yeah, we're on it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Well, I want to look a little bit and dive in a little bit to your parlay here. So the first 6 picks, they looked locks. They looked like great picks. I mean, the Angels were free. They got blown out by 11 runs. The Twins might have been a little sketch. I didn't get to see what happened on that game. I know it was close, but you covered your number. The basketball favorites, those prevail. You did a great job there. And you went UFC favorites as well. But my question, I'm like, you went with 2 underdogs in the UFL. How did you know to go there with those teams? How do you know UFL ball?
A little bit. And with the UFL, man, it's that it's tricky, man. It's really which one of those teams are going to come out and play. And I mean, just sometimes, you got to go for the underdog,
Yeah.
Sometimes the underdog comes up for you.
Dude,
they just made it.
That's great stuff. So you come in, you get second place with your second bet placed on the app ever. You win $1,000. What are you going to go do with the money?
Hey, man, bro, I got 5 kids. So it all goes to the babies.
That's awesome.
It's Easter time,
Yeah, no, I get it.
Everybody gets a new cool outfit for this week.
Hey, that's great. That's great stuff. Well, I'm glad you found the app, and it sounds like you're going to keep playing on it.
Definitely.
And, we got NBA playing coming up. What do you like tonight?
I got my picks tonight here. I got I'm going doing the unders for Golden State. I got Steph Curry going under 29. I got Jimmy going off for me above the 22. And I think I did what did I do? I have to look. I forgot what I did.
You're a bold man.
I did somebody else under too. I think I did both games in the under.
Yeah,
and then I just went off with a couple of
so you're fading Steph Curry tonight.
Yeah. I think tonight Jimmy goes off to save Steph for the rest of the playoff.
Okay. Bold take. And I don't think you're far off. I mean, that might be the game plan for the Grizzlies. I mean, the Warriors are 0-3 in play-in games so far since the play-in's been a thing. So you might be on the right track. Well,
I think Steph is going to have to play more defense tonight, which is going to take away from that offense, and it wears him out. When he has to play defense, it wears him out.
Yeah, no, and especially when he has to run around so much on the offense end, you're 100% right.
And Ja is definitely going to give him that work tonight. Ja is coming out with a vengeance tonight, so
yeah,
that's what I'm waiting to see.
That's awesome. Well, all right, Ducati, I really appreciate you coming on. This was awesome. You're a legend. And I'm glad, you won second place on the second bet placed ever. And, I hope you have a good rest of your time on Wanna, and I hope you win so we can have you back on.
That's right, fellas. I appreciate the invite, man.
Yep. Thank you so much. Hey, till next time, my friend.
Y'all have a good one.
There it is. What a guy. What a nice guy. He just comes on. He's just a winner. He just got smiles on his face. He just gets the job done. I mean, you love to see it. You really do.
Smooth sailing.
That's just good stuff. All right. Let's talk a little topics, and then let's get our bets in, and then we'll call it a day. Topics: golf. I gotta bring this up. Rory McIlroy finally does it. After not winning a major since 2014, he finally completes the career Grand Slam and wins himself a green jacket. Congratulations to the guy that's been put through the ringer through these past years in his career. A little bit I brought upon himself. Yeah, he's been a little shit sometimes, but, aren't we all? But I just wanted to give this just shout out because the weight of the world must have been relieved off his shoulders after winning this one, because this was just brutal. A brutal stretch for any type of sports career, but it was awesome. Good for him. Tone, you got anything on that?
Now shout out. Is it McElroy? McElroy? How do you say it?
McIlroy.
McElroy.
Dude,
Yeah,
I botched it for 5 years until I heard until I got roasted by my brother about it. So that's literally the way I learned how to.
Yeah.
But no worries. Just quick shout out for that one. But let's talk the important stuff about tonight. The playoffs are set in the NBA, but the play-in begins tonight. Hawks versus Magic to start in an hour or so, with the Warriors and the Grizzlies playing right after. Tone, let's start with the East. Who do you like and why?
With the East, you know where I'm from. You know what I rep. It's ATL. I mean, I try not to be biased with my picks tonight, but overall, I just can't see myself fading the Hawks or the Lakers no matter what the circumstances are. If we're there, then I expect we to win it. I mean, what did we get this far for? So, I'm expecting Trey to come out with something like a 30-10-5 game. He's gonna throw everything in the kitchen sink at it. We don't have too much production as far as points go on our end, especially with us missing Jalen Johnson and Clint Capella. But Trey, it's not his first time there. He's been further than that. We've sniffed it before, and Trey, he's just a warrior. So I expect him to go out there and take those Magic out. Now on the flip side, I do expect Banchero to put up at least 21, 22, 23 shot attempts. However that ends with points or whatever, I don't know, but I do expect Banchero to go out there and just be firing it off. He's gonna have the green light tonight, and he's tough to deal with. Don't cross him off, but totally, I think the Hawks are gonna take it.
Yeah, hey, I like a lot of what you said there. I mean, especially with Jalen Johnson and Capella being out on the Hawks side and the Magic not having Jalen Suggs. I'm like, both these teams look like they have a future in the near future, like coming soon. But, injuries this year, like this won't be their year. I don't think either of these teams are going to be NBA champions this year, and I don't think you think that either. But that being said, Orlando Magic, I am like, dude, they got a gnarly defense. I think they're top 5 or something in defensive rating, or they're somewhere up there high in the stats. They do a great job defending. But that motherfucker, Trae Young, he's unguardable. You can't guard him. There's really no defense. That's why when he went on that magical run to the Eastern Conference Finals, it was possible. Because he gets in some sets. It doesn't matter who's playing. It's the pick and roll. He drives. They crash, he kicks it out, and they always get an open shot. So with that being said, I agree with you, Tone. I'm going Hawks tonight. I think with the defense, even though as good as it is, there's not much experience on that team. Trae Young himself has the experience. He's going to come in, and like you said, a 30-10 game at least. I mean, he's going to be firing. And yeah, I see the Hawks taking it. I think the Magic are 5-point favorites. if I saw that correctly. So I think I'm going to definitely take the plus 5.5 and probably sprinkle some on money line because it's got to be done. All right. So that's a little Hawks magic. Let's talk Warriors Grizzlies. But Tone, talk to me. What do you like here?
Man, Warriors, Grizzlies. I tell you what's the West is just so, man. It's so. Like, I mean, the Warriors was just right there with the Lakers on supposed to be playing the Lakers in the first round, and things just took a turn that fast. Now, when it gets to the Grizzlies and the Warriors, I think the Grizzlies have had a similar season as well. But tonight, I don't know. It's a toss-up for me because after you get past those first 2 or 3 layers of each team, you know, to me, it depends on everybody else on either one of those teams. Whichever one is going to produce the most from 4 to 10 as far as the players, that's who's going to win. Whoever bench can produce the most, whoever can get the most garbage points, whoever can get the most second chance points, all of that is what's going to determine it tonight because, man, Steph, I said Clay. Clay, he haven't sniffed the playoffs since when? But Steph and Ja, they are going to have a classic matchup tonight. They are going to really, give a TV-worthy, like, I have no doubt in my mind that after the game, win, lose, or draw, we're going to be like, oh, man, that was a hell of a game right there, man. Oh, man, yeah, that was one for the books. If I had to choose a winner, though, I'm sorry, Ja, I don't see Steph giving up. I heard what the winner said. Shout out to Ducati, and anybody that parlays know the most sharpest, masterful bets that you can hit are the fades, especially on the stars. So if he hit, that just shows his expertise. But I don't see it tonight. Playoff Steph or play-in Steph, it's just a different damn Steph, if you ask me.
100%. I just saw the stats on. It's unbelievable that he's 0-3 in the play-in because I saw his stats. I think he's 32 points per game, about like 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and it's on like 50-50 splits. Like, it's actually absurd. The guy's nuts in the play-in. So I agree with a lot what you had to say. And what I got to agree with the most, I mean, Ja and Curry are going to put on just an incredible masterclass tonight. I mean, this is just going to be fun. And I've been thinking about this, and I'm like, why have we kept the play-in, Like, why did we keep this part? Why didn't we just go back after? But because it exists, and because of what the gauntlet, and this is what you were saying, Tone, the gauntlet that the West is now. I mean, I know in the past it was always brutal and tough, but now, my God, it feels like the 10th seed has a winning record. Like, it's remember, 7th seeds in the East don't have winning records, let alone so the West is so brutal. It's a gauntlet. It's so deep with just teams and players, and it's all about matchups and what you get. But tonight, Warriors, Grizzlies. So, you're going to have 2 damn near defensive player of the years on each side, Jaren Jackson and Draymond Green. I think Draymond Green's going to win it. You lack size on the Warriors, but they can expose Edey so easily that I don't think he plays much. So he's out. This is one of the most even, just kind of Memphis is still gritty and grindy. They still do all that. They got Desmond Bane and some of these cats. But the Warriors, man, I mean, if this Jimmy Butler thing is legit, this has to be a win. This has to be a win because you brought in Jimmy to go on a playoff run. Like you were saying, Tony, you weren't even supposed to be in the play-in. Like, you're right there, like up in the 5, 4, 6 seed. Then it just, shit happens the last weekend. You fall down. Now you're in this. You gotta win this game. There he is, Lonnie Lyle. Wanna parlay equals wanna win. That's a damn fact. But
you gotta do it. Yeah, shout out to Lonnie. Shout out to the Parlay King. But yeah, Lance, like another key factor that I think is gonna play a huge momentum shifter in tonight's game with Memphis and Golden State is this guy right here, Draymond Green, and I think he's gonna get Zach Edey in early foul trouble and frustration, which is going to play a big toll in tonight's game. Because if Memphis doesn't get a stellar performance from Zach Edey, that's gonna shift that's gonna shift things. They need to have at least 9-10 rebounds from Zach Edey, no foul trouble for him to play all four quarters, and at least put up 8 points on the points. They need it, and they need a big game from Jared Jackson. But I think the Warriors are gonna, they're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I will be betting Warriors, but the line, I think I saw like 6.5 points. I'm like, that's a lot for a playing game, so I'll have to think about that one. But it might be because why you went and got Jimmy. Jimmy's supposed to win you this game, and it's kind of like what Ducati was just saying. I'm like, this is when Jimmy Butler's supposed to shine. This is, it's all in. What's the phrase? Fucking. Whatever it is, this is it. You have one game and you're going to have one more, but then you have to go play OKC after, and you're probably fucked in that situation. But, regardless, you got to win this one. You go play Houston. You give yourself a chance to maybe lose to the Lakers in the semis. So you have to win tonight. I'm taking the Warriors. I'm probably going to parlay Warriors money line and Hawks money line because Hawks are underdogs, so that'll give you a good bump. And then we'll get some player props in there because we know you guys want player props. But all right, let's. I want to talk a couple other topics, and then we'll get into tonight's picks. And all of them are NBA. Lillard out still for the beginning of the playoffs. They're hopeful he might come back during the playoffs, but with that blood clot issue, I just don't see there's a chance they make this play. They make it past the semis. So I'm like, Tone, do you think we see him this playoffs or no? They got Pacers round 1.
I was seeing the news on that, man. If I was them, I would at least not first round. I put it like this: I let the team get past the first round, and then we start thinking about it and see it from there. But from my knowledge on blood clots and the severity of it, I wouldn't rush it. And I know they don't see it like me, but hey, your guy's not winning it this year. I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, but just care about the player. Care about the player.
Yeah, no, 100%. And we got Jeremy Cantor in the chat. He's talking about the Warriors-Grizzlies game. He says, Zach Edey and Jaren Jackson over-under combined fouls should be at 8.5. That's insane, because that means you're betting on both of them at least having 4 fouls and one of them above 4 fouls. So
the Draymond effect, I can see it.
Draymond's just a hell of a player. He just does all the things that you just really don't see much in the box score, but it just affects the game so much. Going back to that Warriors game, because I do just want to. I'm just worried that the Warriors, if Curry's cold and Jimmy doesn't get it done, and they get blown out, what a bummer that would be for Golden State. You traded and you did everything to go get Jimmy, and if they lose, that's why I'm like, this is a must win for the Warriors. They have to win. And then Lillard, of course, I was about to agree with you. I don't think I don't think we see him this playoffs. I honestly might have the Pacers over the Bucks in the playoff series because just how they play and how they get down. But I don't know. Giannis could be on an incredible run. Giannis was on that. He's putting up some insane numbers. And I'm like, yeah, who knows? Maybe you can get it done. But all right, let's move on. Oh.
Yeah. I was gonna say just a quick tidbit. I think Giannis should be able to take the Pacers by himself. Giannis, if you can't, then get the hell out of Dodge real fast, like you should have had did. But he should be able to take the Pacers by himself. And if you can't, then that just lets you know how much of a bad rest of a team you have. Because even without Dame, you guys should be able to take out fucking Pacers. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. Halliburton. What? Yeah.
Hey, Halliburton had that huge 3-point fading and 1-3 over Giannis. So, they already got some bad blood. So we'll see what happens. But no, I think you're right. And I agree with you. He should he actually should make it out of that round. But I don't know. The Bucks are just pretty inconsistent. That's the problem with them all year. The Phoenix Suns fired Budenholzer. Are you surprised at all? I mean, the only thing that surprises me is they signed a 5-year, $50 million deal last year. So he'll be getting $10 million until 2029.
Damn.
What a good job. What a good deal. You just coach 1 year, you do pathetic, shit flames out, and they just say, you know what, go sit on the couch. We'll give you the 10 mil still. But isn't that insane?
Yeah, he had to walk out of that office with a smile on his face. He had to. That was like, just last year you signed a new deal and you get to leave with free money. Oh man. And you got to get out of there. Like, he probably got out of there early enough because no matter who's the Nets coach or the coach after that, they're probably still going to be shitty because the Nets went out the door. Bradley Beal is not going to carry the weight, and Booker, if you're smart, you'll get some new shoes and a new team. But KD, I seen a little spoiler alert on floating online. It was like, KD already told the team, like, put me on the trade block. This is my last season. That was my last season as a Sun. Trade block. Put me on it. It's going down. So, I mean, maybe they get to see the all-star Bradley Beal now.
No. See, that's the thing about Bradley Beal. That's my whole theory. I mean, there's players out on shitty teams that are never on competitive teams. Like, the games don't matter. They don't show up and give you 100% effort. If it's a Tuesday night in Washington, D.C., and half the stadium's filled and you're hungover from the night before because you just played the Knicks on a back-to-back, now you're here in D.C. Oh, yeah, Bradley Beal just gave us 40. We still whooped their ass, that's how he robbed someone of $250 million. It's unbelievable.
On top of that, Lance, how well did this age? There's 2 people in the NBA with the no trade clause. There's only 2. There's only 2 that exist. The King, LeGoat, and one other guy. You would think, oh yeah, that got to be what? Who? Steph? Nah. Okay. KD? Nah. Who is it? Bradley fucking Beal.
It's
the son.
It's unbelievable. I mean, especially the fact that Steph Curry doesn't have one. Like, you already know he already has a no trade clause because it's like under the table, at least, because he's never going to get traded from Golden State. But he doesn't even have one on the contract. But of course, LeBron should. Like, I think he should. But Bradley Beal? How the fuck did we get? Oh, my.
Drake?
Oh my God. No, but Bradley Beal, good for you, man. I mean, you set up future generations of your bloodline for fucking, it's so long. I don't know if your bloodline will ever be poor in the rest of the history of mankind because of what you've done and fleeced out of the Washington Wizards and now the Phoenix Suns. So, good for you. And, you work hard, and I don't want to, discredit any of the actual grind stuff. This is all fun and all bash, but my God, you do not deserve what you've gotten. All right, moving on. 1989 Finals MVP Joe Dumars is set to lead the Pelicans in basketball operations as they just fired David Griffin. Instructed to trade Zion, this guy built the 2004, the new bad boy Pistons, and has a good resume with other teams. Can Nola make a comeback anytime soon? Tone, thoughts. First, talk about trading Zion. Where do you think he'll go? And then is Nola going to be anywhere relevant in the next 5 years?
Well, starting with Joe Dumars. Shout out to Joe Dumars. I definitely grew up cherishing my Joe Dumars basketball cards. I had a few of those in the collection. Defense was phenomenal, sidekick to Isaiah Thomas. And hopefully he has some success over there in Milwaukee. Who was what's the Lakers' last coach? I forgot his name.
Darvin Ham.
Darvin Ham, yeah, he was over in Milwaukee, and Doc was over there. I don't know. Will New Orleans? I said Milwaukee. Will New Orleans? I think they need a name change. I think Pelicans is weak as fuck. I think they need a color change. I think they need a revamp. I think they need some other kind of culture going on down there. Like the purple, gold, and green, first off, is a resemblance of everything that's voodoo down there. So the team is just cursed all to begin with, just to start with. Like the New Orleans Saints didn't put the purple and all of that shit in. They chose one color. Why would they just need a whole revamp, a whole new everything. Zion deserves better. He's the Julio Jones of the NBA right now. So much talent bottled up in one package, but he's just in the wrong damn city. They need to get him up out of there. Zion would fit good over in New York. Zion would fit good any town where the fan base is pressure, where they're gonna put the pressure on you to be better. You gotta we coming out here every day and we're paying top dollar to see you. The highest paid New Orleans floor seat is probably half price of New York and LA's floor seat, if not less than that. No one's going to New Orleans game. There's no pressure when the Zion's girlfriend, with the S on it, Zion's girlfriends be sitting behind the bench. Where they do that shit at? That'd have been Los Angeles. LeBron's mama can't even get down to the floor no more once the game start. Like, it's just certain shit that don't supposed to be going on. Gumbo should be off the menu for Zion. No motherfucking crawfish. No Creole sausage. Take away that goddamn rice and gravy. Take all of that shit away. You need to be on some goddamn crepes and caviar or something, motherfucker. But yeah, New Orleans, they got to switch it all the way up, Lance.
Yeah. I think you're right. They've been a brutal franchise for a while now. I mean, they had Chris Paul and they were the Charlotte Hornets, and then their big change was not Charlotte Hornets. They were the New Orleans Hornets. It's hard to say, hard to get around, tongue twister right there, Jesus. But then they changed to the New Orleans Pelicans, and I'm like, well, that's a fucking miss. But we'll pretend like it's not. And now, after all these years of either it was Anthony Davis on the team and they just have injury history, or it's Zion Williamson on the team and they have injury history. Everything has always just been injuries. And that's been the summary of that team, of that franchise. So I don't know what the hell you do, because I've never seen a franchise so cursed. It's literally injuries. It's when AD and Boogie Cousins were getting it going, it looked like one of the all-time, what was going to be one of the all-time great teams. I mean, you have them on the front court doing what they do, which was unbelievable. Then you had pieces like Drew Holiday and other guys that they had on the team. I got, that's deep. I got to think back about that one. But, yeah, injuries.
Make a good point, Lance. You're making, hey, this may need to be researched. You're building a case. New Orleans may have wasted the most NBA talent of all teams, because Boogie, oh my goodness, you talking about coming out of college, Boogie, or you talking about coming out of college AD? Like the version that the Lakers AD was so much more phenomenal than the New Orleans AD, and we got AD because we knew what all of more he could be doing. And then you look at what Zion, and even there's other players that oh my God, they have wasted generational talent. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if people seen it, Lance, but Boogie, AD, and Zion could have all been Hall of Famers. All three could have been Hall of Famers.
Anthony Davis will be a Hall of Famer.
Yes, no, definitely. But it's not guaranteed. Boogie, nah, he's not going to make it just because of how it ended up. And there's no guarantee yet that Zion is. And he should have been a hands down.
Yeah, Zion's so interesting because it's like, hey, we obviously know you got fat and weren't working as hard as you should be. And then, you'd come back, lose weight, get in shape. Yeah. And then you just get injured and do it over again. And it's like, you got to get out of it. So that's why Dumars has been instructed to trade him. They're trading Zion. And, Dumars, I guess, was responsible for bringing in the guy like the Rasheed Wallace, the Ben Wallace, the trading for Rip Hamilton and all these guys and kind of forming it together. So I'm like, that's what he'll have to do in New Orleans, because you're not really going to get free agents. You're not going to get like the huge signings. No one's going to come to New Orleans. So you're going to have to do good in the draft, and you're going to have to just sign solid pieces and really, try to win with the no all-star type of format. I mean, and see what you can do. But a comeback in the next 5 years, I don't know. I don't see New Orleans as a contender in the next 5 years.
Check this out, Lance, and this is a quick fun fact. Since the New Orleans Pelicans has been in existence, and these are just a few of their big draft picks: J.R. Smith, Chris Paul, Anthony Davis, Buddy Hield, Zion Williamson, Zaire Williams, Dyson Daniels. This is just a few names that of people who are having good careers right now. Like, how did you not? And these are years apart. You should have been rebuilding and had something in it, like, of significance. Yeah, consistency.
No, it's pathetic stuff, and a lot of it, Tone, is just injuries. Like, it just injury bug. I don't know. And there's been players that have talked about it, and they're like, I don't know what it is down there. There's just a curse in the walls. It's everyone's just, it gets injured, tweaks something, rolls something. It's something brutal. Oh, all right. Well, Tone, I know we got the games coming up soon. I say let's hop into tonight's picks and let's ride.
Let's get it.
All right. Well, you guys know my two picks. I'm playing game lines. I'm playing it conservative. I'm waiting until the NBA playoffs before I dive into it because, these play-in games, they go so wild because it's so much, it's a lot of pressure. It's one game. You get one shot to win. So I'm just sticking with Hawks money line, Warriors money line, parlay those together. And if you need a player prop that I love, I'm going to take, you can't do just assists anymore. I'm going to do Jimmy Butler points and assists. Jimmy Butler points and assists. That's at 28.5. I think Jimmy Butler plays a lot and gets a lot of touches this game. There's going to be a lot of him on the low block, kind of playing that post up on Desmond Bane or whoever and try to open up the floor for Curry. There'll be a lot of free assists there. And, that's how I see the game going. So Hawks money line, Warriors money line, and Jimmy Butler over points and assists.
All righty. Okay. I like them, Lance. I like those. Good luck on those, man. It's going to be tough tonight. The good thing that we don't know is playoff ball is totally different from in-season ball. So these are legit gambles tonight. These are legit gambles. And with that, tell lightly. If you don't like something, stay away from it. But we're going to start with these. I got money lines, and then I'm going to go to player props. And also, I have a quick slate from my boy Lonnie Lyle, who's on the check-in. I'm going to give you his picks real quick, too. He sent them through. But here's mine to start with. Money line spreads, Atlanta W, Golden State W. There's the first two off the top, what I think. I said it earlier in the show, and I'm standing on business. Also, Atlanta over 219.5 and Memphis Golden State over 227.5. I'm taking the over on both. I just feel like it's playoff ball. I know sometimes that means a lot more defense, but damn it, it's going to be a lot more offense tonight. This is play-in ball, matter of fact. They trying to get in, so they're going to put the ball in the goal as many times tonight. Now, over in the player props, I got Cole Anthony over 5.5 points tonight. I got Dyson Daniels over 10.5 assists and rebounds tonight. I got Jaren Jackson Jr. over 25.5 points and rebounds tonight. I got Trae Young over 2.5 three-pointers tonight. That feels like a steal to me. That feels like a steal. KCP over 1.5 three-pointers tonight. Anthony Black under 0.5 three-pointers tonight. And Muhammad Gahi for the Atlanta Hawks under 0.5 threes tonight. And my lock of all locks tonight, if you can find this pick anywhere, please play it. Draymond Green, one technical foul. That is a lock. I promise you it's a lock. It's going down. I promise you lock that in if you can find it anywhere. I promise. I want to parlay. I got two baseball picks, Michael Harris for one hit and Spencer Schwellenbach 4.5 strikeouts. Now, these are from Lonnie Lyle. Shout out to Lonnie Lyle, Parlay King on the Wanna Parlay app. That's what you can find them under. He said KCP for 9.5 points, Dyson Daniels for 4 assists, Banchero for 4 plus assists, Okongwu for the Atlanta Hawks 10 plus rebounds, Trae Young over 20 points, Ja Morant over 20 points. And that's what he has. He said wherever you can find those picks, you can place those. Those are just the picks that he threw out. So we gave y'all some hefty stuff, man. We gave him some hefty stuff today.
Dude, that's great stuff. And shout out Lonnie Lyle for throwing his hat in the ring. And no fear, just put his picks out here. I like it. Hey, I'm tailing. I'm gonna have to watch back because I kind of like some of those. Those were nice.
Lance, we're gonna hold them accountable too. We're gonna hold them accountable.
Oh yeah. And today, folks, if you're watching, and I really hope you can hear, we will be recording tomorrow and the next day. This will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday week. And here's KG Lo Joes. He says, "What's up, gents? Been slacking watching the podcast. FYI, be on the lookout for me courtside at the Bulls Heat game wearing my Wanna Parlay hat." KG, we will definitely be on the lookout looking for that because that's awesome. That'll be great. It'll be sad to watch the Bulls lose, but it'll be great to see you in your hat. Just on my hater shit. Sorry, KG, but Lonnie Lyle was saying, I always played with Dumars in NBA Jam 3-point contest. That's hilarious. That's awesome. So, all right. Well, those were the picks. And that was the show. Bulls gonna spank Miami. And that game's tomorrow, right?
And that's in Miami, right?
Yeah, I think it's in Miami, and I think it's tomorrow. So we'll definitely talk with you, KG, hopefully, a little before the show and before the game, or before the game on the show. All right, but this was the Wanna Parlay Podcast, home of everything Wanna Parlay, the proud father of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. Today was a great show. Thanks for DeCouty for coming on, absolute legend. Thought we weren't gonna get him, but the man, the myth, the legend came on and told us about his winnings and his parlays and a little bit of that stuff. That was good stuff. We'll be back same time tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, celebrating more Wanna winners and updating you on latest Wanna leaderboards, talking all things sports and recapping this play-in games and getting over a few topics. We'll spread out, even though, I'm fired up for these NBA play-in and playoffs, but, we might mention a couple other sports. We'll see what's going on. And, Tone, you got anything before the outro?
If you wanna parlay, download Wanna Parlay.
Well, you heard it from the man himself. Thanks, folks. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Pull out your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, download Wanna Parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, download Wanna Parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party.
I just woke up in time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. If you lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winnings, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jackie Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, championship, win them all.